What's up, YouTube? This is Sea-Dog, and I'm back with another review. And this review is on the Transformers TakaraTomy Legends line, LG-02 Beast Convoy. And this is the figure right here. He's really dark. I'll tell you one thing. This is the figure that got me back into adult collecting. I was in KB Toys. It was like 1996 or 7, I think. And there he was with Megatron, and I picked up Megatron and Optimus Primal. This is Optimus Primal, actually, in the American version. And yeah, so I picked him up and I got hooked. I was watching the Beast Wars cartoon at the time, and I had a friend that was a couple years younger than me that watched it with me. And I believe I was 19 at the time. And yeah, so this is a retool, repaint of that figure, of course. But as you can see, we have a nicely redone in face, nice paints. And it brings me back to that time, harkens back to the time when I first started collecting. So I actually bought the last one on BBTS. There was one left, and I said, well, I kept looking at it and looking at it and looking at it, and I finally bought it. But anyways, let's get to the figure. So this is the figure. Very cool head sculpt. Love that head sculpt. Very indicative to the actual CG cartoon that we had. And he's posable. He can move his arms. He moves out. He has some. Actually, hold on a second. Leave this up. When you push it up, he can swivel better. He'll swivel anyway, but he ratchets, and that's better for gorilla mode. He has legs that move, you know. You'll see all the posability in robot mode. Nothing with his head. His head's completely still. And mine doesn't clip in all the way. I mean, it does clip in all the way, but it doesn't really hold that well. But it doesn't also, it only goes from there to there. So I guess you could look at it as posability at the same time. Yeah, sort of. I mean, it's not, but it can work as that on a camera or something. And we'll just do a 360 from the side. And Takara's actually doing a masterpiece, Optimus Primal, this year, so I'm wicked psyched for that. And, yeah, and he's an easy transformation. It's really cool. I'm going to have to go up a little bit to transform him, but to transform him, oh, he has a gimmick though. See this little lever on the back? You can actually stick it down, but you can also pull it back up, and you can kind of get him to stand up. And there's two settings, which I didn't know when I was a kid because we didn't have the internet, and I just never figured out those buttons. I thought those maybe were, and you kind of just go like this, and he does the gorilla mode. And then to transform him, pull his arms down like this, pull his legs down, 180 around, pull out his feet, which are very nice, by the way. Look at, they've got like a look-alike piston type deal. And you take his head, which I want to be very careful because it comes off pretty easily, and I'm reaching ahead. So yeah, you take his head, you flip this down, and this part flips around. I mean, everyone probably knows this transformation. You clip that in. I've already set him up with his weapons and things. Then you lift up his shoulder pads, pull his head up, and here he is. And there goes one of his gimmicks, which was always part of him to make it go off easily. And there we go. Let's get a better shot in here. There's Optimus Primal / Beast Convoy. And as you can see, he's got a brand new head sculpt. See if we can get a better. Hold on, there you go. Brand new head sculpt. Looking pretty cool. You can see the lips. Too bad he doesn't have a mouth plate that goes over it, just like in the anime. I like the blue. The blue painted head, very nice blue. It's not quite coming out on camera as it does in real life, but it's pretty nice, and I love the color of the fur. He's got basically the same type of white as he did when he was his first release, but he's got a new painted fur, so that's cool. And he's got painted toes now. And he's got a bunch of gimmicks. But first we'll show you his posability. So his head will look up, and it will go around, and it does have neck pivot. His arms will stretch it out, swivel up, forward. He has a over 90-degree bend on his elbow. He can lift his legs way up. He can pull them out to the side like a full split. He only has a little bit of like swivel on the ball joints. You can't really get him to swivel, but he does have over 90 degrees on his knees. He doesn't have feet because back then he has a little bit in this. Yeah. You're supposed to put these back, but I use them for heels, but you're supposed to put those back. But let me reset up the camera. Yeah, so that's pretty much his posability. And his foot will go up if that helps you. You can kind of get a one of these deals. And as you can see, one of the gimmicks that we're going to show off first, because it loves to show itself off, is you hit this button right here, and you can also flatten that out. And he has rocket cannons, like rocket launchers that come over, or missile launcher, I guess, that comes right over his shoulders. Really cool gimmick right there. And it will fire. See, and it seems like it has a nice spring in there, so that's cool too. Another gimmick it has is, you can see. Let's put it in wrong. I'll figure that out later. Figures them on camera. And you can see, yep, see the missiles on the top? You can actually pull those out like this, and you can load them up, and there you go. We'll put that back. So it has missile storage. Another gimmick it has is you can pop open his, well, we'll show you the first, I'll put these back, and then you can pop open his arm right here. A little bit tricky from this angle. It's very stiff because it's brand new. And just, hold on, guys. I don't know what's going on here. Really? Dude, I'm having more trouble than I've had when oh, I see. You get a... Okay, so there's a little tab on the top here that you were supposed to push on this tab first, I guess. But either way, as you can see, he has a flip out, like he's supposed to be like that. You flip this out, and he has a flip out cannon. Very cool. The missiles will go in there and fire. So. Like that, and they will fire, as you see. Now to put it back, let's go like that. Another gimmick he has is when you flip these up, he has swords on the back. They pop, they peg in under those little holes right there, the square holes on both sides. And that leads to one of his other gimmicks. So pop these back. And there's one of his other gimmicks that I'm not actually gonna pull out, but, well, yeah, I guess we can pull it out. See, it's a skull. It's a mace that if you pull it out, it has a string. You can see the string wrapped up in it, and it hangs, and you can put it in his hand like that, and it will hang down and swing like a mace. I want to keep this kind of like brand new looking because I'm, you know, an adult collector, so I'm just going to keep it like that. And let's see, the final gimmick is you can hit this switch up, and guess it was up, and then it goes the opposite. Instead of banging that way, it'll swing the swords around. So what we do is we put the swords in like this and like this. So I double it up. You can do that. You can have it in both. And then you pull that little lever out again, and like this. So very cool. Definitely very 90s like. But that's my review, guys, of Beast Convoy / Optimus Primal. Let me know what you think of my review. And we got lots more coming. I'm probably going to be getting some Sentinel toys in here pretty soon, and a new camera, and hopefully a new base to set this all up so there's not so much shakiness. That's about it. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and share with your friends, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.